Hey everybody. So I've got a topic that I've been wanting to talk to you about for a while, and I just haven't gotten it out. I know I've talked about it maybe in other topics that it's kind of been ancillary to, and I've mentioned it in private conversation. Just yesterday, I brought this up, and then last week I had a meeting with a potential client, and it came up again, and it's occurring to me that it's becoming very important when we talk about community. So it's the B2B conversation, and I'm here to tell you that in social, there is no B2B. It just doesn't exist. Thought I had to sneeze. So here's the problem. You're looking at this and you're going, but I'm B2B. I'm a business and I sell to a business. I'm not like a Best Buy where I'm a business and I sell to a customer. I'm not Target. Right? I'm not retail. I'm not even an accountant where people come in off the street as individuals and have their taxes done. I'm a business and I sell to a business, and I don't want to be on Facebook as a result, because Facebook is where we post cat photos and we talk to people we went to high school with and we share quiz results and all those things, and that doesn't fit me, so I don't want to go on Facebook. Now, there are 210 million Americans on Facebook alone. There's over 1 billion in the world, but let's use the small number of 210 million, because that's a small number. And let's think about the fact that you, first of all, don't want to be the only business in your industry or segment that's not there. I wanted to find these guys. Let's see. Oh, look, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's 5 or 6 of them, but not the one I was looking for. You don't ever want that scenario, right? So from a ubiquity standpoint, that's where you want to be. Now, let's talk about why there's some B2B confusion. A lot of it is because you sell fire suppression equipment, and you've got the latest and greatest on the piping and the sprinkler heads and the alert functions and the activation capabilities, and I'm making these features up as I go along because I don't really know anything about it at all. So let's say that that's the case, and that's what you do. And you only do it for corporate. So you say, well, I'm a business, and I sell to other businesses, and that's it. Now let me ask you a question. When you pick up the phone to do your sales calls, who answers the phone on the other side? It's just a business, right? It's just a logo, right? JVIG Media is a living, breathing entity. The Globe answers the phone, right? When you give it a price, it's just an algorithmic decision about whether or not the money in that second B's coffers are more or less than what you're asking, and if they've got more money, they give it to you, and if they've got less, they don't, right? There's no human element in that, right? That's what you're saying B2B is. What we do in social is we try to come out from behind the logo all the time. So when somebody says, oh, I had a great experience at your restaurant, the food was the best ever, we say, oh, we're so glad to hear that. Well, who's we? Right? It's we, the people of this business, that are excited. And when somebody says, oh, I had a terrible customer service, you say, we're going to get somebody to take care of this for you right away. And we're humanized because we make it authentic and genuine, and we do the H to H, because human to human is really important in our world. It's our whole world. It's everything. And then we get to the transactional portion. We get to the sales funnel. And we call it B2B. Well, here's what you need to remember. When you get a phone call from a business that says, yeah, I want your fire suppression system. I want everything, keep me safe. That phone call comes from a person. That person also has Facebook and Twitter and Pinterest and Google Plus and Instagram and this and that. Just got all of it, right? They read blogs. They open up their email. They do all these things. They leave reviews on Yelp and Google Local, and right? These are all people doing all these things, engaging with you. You don't want to be there because they're a business, but they're not. See, JVIG Media may need a fire suppression system. That decision is going to be made by Jason. And every morning, Jason wakes up and he grabs his phone and he looks through his Facebook feed, and he looks through his Twitter feed, and he goes through all of his emails. And he thinks about the things he's got to do for the day. In personal, I got to go to the grocery store. And in business, I need a fire suppression system. I say I need it, but I need it for JVIG Media. So at the end of the day, it's all about on behalf of, care of, right? We send envelopes. I just got really excited, right? We send things to somebody. I say, oh, I'm going to send this to JVIG Media. Next line, CO, Jason Viglione, because JVIG Media doesn't receive mail. It's an LLC. It's a logo. It's a tax ID. But I receive mail on behalf of. I make decisions on who my client's going to be and who I'm going to hire and who I'm going to partner with and what I'm going to buy. Where I'm going to get my business cards from Moo. You know, I make those decisions as a person. You know, and then I call my CEO and I say, Steve, I decided to get these cards from Moo. I need you to decide if we can afford that. I'm a person. You're a person. Give me an answer. On behalf of the bank account, so I can make a decision on behalf of the brand image. It's B2C. Your transactions might be B2B, right? The check might come from a company to a company, but your engagement model is B2C. There's a customer, a human being, that's going to see these things on social, make a decision. He's going to sign that check as a human on behalf of his business and send it to yours. So remember, you could be B2B all day long in your business model and your transaction model. I don't care. In your engagement model, in your two-way conversation, there is only B2C. It is a business, and it's people on behalf of a business coming down as the logo, as the business, as Fire Be Gone fire suppression systems, reaching out to Jason Viglione and all the other Jason Vigliones of the world that make decisions on behalf of businesses. And they choose, and they say, yes, I, Jason, would like you to install this for JVIG Media. But at no point does this logo, does this brand pick up the phone and make a purchase. It's all people. B2C. Engage where your people are. Your decision makers. Your money managers. Your customers. The human element. Human to human. Means that it can never be B2B in engagement. I hope this is starting to all make sense to everybody. We'll talk soon.